All right. I ain't gonna make y'all sit through that whole intro again. I just wanted to make sure the status was back to excellent, and I believe it is. Drop a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me clearly, and we're not, bro. Family text, bro. That's hilarious. My wife just texted me like 2 out of 3 of our kids like just pooped at the same time. It's crazy. Wild text. All right, yeah, I think we're good now. Did a very hard reset the whole house. Everybody was just offline for 5 minutes straight. But I think we're good. We are back. There we go. I'm seeing the thumbs up. Let's go. Michael Connor in the building. We got KJ, Janie HB. We are back in business. Let's go. B Ward is back. Okay, dope. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. So yeah, 24 minutes later, let's get started. So we're back. Drop your questions in the chat. If you guys have questions about sync licensing, if you're stuck, drop them in the chat. We will answer them. And as always, we're going to open up with some wins, check in with the community, see what everybody's been up to this past week. I see Flares in the building. What's good, Flares? Good to see you. So yeah, man, let's get to these wins. Let's see. Sort, new, boom. Here we go. Michael Connor at the top of the list. Request for deliverables. What's good, everyone? Wanted to share this win last week as the request came in whilst in England, but I was asked for deliverables for a track from my sister Monique, and I took the opportunity to also send some other songs the Music Soup was interested in. Thankful for the chance to have this placed. The win is for trusting the process, staying focused, and getting things done. From gun to tape. Grateful for each step along the way and this amazing community that is full of both runners and cheerleaders. Let's continue to grow as we go. Let's go. That's super dope. That's definitely a win when they're asking for deliverables. Yeah, man. Love to see it. Shout out to the Connor family out here winning. That's like a double win. I rocks with that. Red Ray Garcia is in the building. What's good, fam? Jared, I see you. What's up, bro? Jason Revels had a good question in the Sync Producer Hub community about ringside tracks. We all want to hear what you think. Okay, dope. We'll look that up after the wins, and then yeah, we'll chop it up. I love it. All right, we got one from Jason. Speaking of Jason, new placement, Stumble. Hey, Hub, it's been a slow Q2 placement wise, but I did happen to land 2 Qs, 33 seconds and 15 seconds on an episode of an NBC show called Stumble, plus 5 episodes of Dateline NBC. One thing I've learned though is it's not how many shows. You could be on one show and rack up royalties, but it's always nice to see a new one pop up. Super dope. That's the show. Let's go. Shout out to Jason Dowdy for that win. DJ Horn. Caesar is up here leveling up. He just hit level 6. Let's go. Says big thanks to the whole community. Y'all the real MVPs here. Thanks for making this such a dope space to grow, learn, and give back. All things Sync and more. Let's go. Good to see you, Caesar. We got one from Nate. Keep pushing and don't give up. It says, hey, everyone. It's been so awesome to see everyone's wins this week. It looks like everyone is taking all the info from our fearless leader, Anthony Clint Jr., and stacking W after W. Happy to be able to say I can tag on to the win train this week. Got a meeting on the books, final paperwork with a new publisher. I wanted to share this real quick because I sent an email to this same publisher about a year ago. Never heard back. Sent another one this week, and bam, we got a W. So long story short, keep pushing, don't give up. It's a long game, and a rejection is not a no. It's just the next opportunity. Couldn't have found any success in this realm without Clint and this community. Always so grateful for y'all. Thanks to everyone, always encouraging and inspiring. Apologies on the long post. TLDR, got accepted to a new publisher that previously didn't respond a year ago. Let's go. I love when that happens, man. Like, I mean, just the follow-up game and just not giving up and turning that joint into a W is super exciting. Love to see it. Let's go. What else we got, man? Brandon Souse. Track reviewed by Clint gets an ad. That's huge. He says, hey, y'all, it's been a minute. I've been actively trying to just make music rather than collecting more info lately, so forgive the absence. We definitely get that. It just comes a point where you just got to execute. So he says, I did want to share that a track I had reviewed on a live feedback session with Clint got placed. Kind of a trip to see my music up on iSpot. He shared a link here. He says, thanks for the info, Clint. Yours were the first tutorials I really dove into. Now here's hoping for the next win. That's super dope. DJ Horn, Poncho Outdoors TV spot. Let's check it out. I think there you go.
I wear these things anywhere. I don't care how fancy it is. I'm probably gonna be wearing this shirt. So this is embarrassing. How many ponchos
Let's
I
go.
have in my closet right now? 60, maybe.
That's a lot of
probably a lot.
ponchos. Let's go. That's super dope. Shout out to Brandon putting in that work, getting those placements. Let's get it. Janet with, man, it's a lot of wins this week. What y'all been doing? Hit level 7. Congrats to Janet for hitting level 7. I woke up this morning with some, oh shoot, there we go. All right, with some crazy notifications. Level 7 reached. This is super dope. Happy Wednesday to y'all. This community is a gem. A huge thanks to all of you who have followed me and encouraged me from the beginning. And then she has a massive list of special thanks, which is like half the community, basically. Let's go. To all those who always show support to my music and all the fam. Seeing so much win, share in the community is very motivating. Thank you so much to our super dope coach, Anthony Clint Jr., for creating this community and for always sharing great advice and opportunities with us. Without you, this would not have happened. Much love. Let's go. My pleasure. And then these pop-ups. So hold on. But then she circled back. That was like a second win. And then she said it's Wednesday. Our coach likes to call it Wednesday. So I celebrate with you my 10 tracks accepted to TuneEdge now. To get those 10 first placements, we should get tracks accepted somewhere before. Let's keep submitting. A huge thanks to the Hub fam and the Clint that allowed me to discover TuneEdge. Now it's your turn. Drop in the comments some of your wins for this week. Even the small win is a win. The smallest win is a win. Maybe you have some bundled wins to share with the fam. Let's celebrate together and make this Wednesday turn into Wednesday. Let's go. Y'all about to get tired of this DJ Horn today because we ain't even halfway through the week. Another micro sync placement from Livingston. Woo! Shout out to Rockin' with Robin at 2100 FM radio in Atlanta. This whole episode is going to be wins. Who decided to use my track Too Hot for a small clip via TikTok. The small wins add up. He shared a clip. Let's see if it'll play. Let's go, micro syncs. There you go. Another one, man, getting syncs, micro syncs, all of that. TJ Covington got 2 accepted briefs. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to share a double win for 2 tracks I submitted to Howling Music for their May briefs. It's funny how I submitted both for review on the Friday live streams and you guys rocked with them. So I just want to say thank you. Thank y'all for the love and encouragement. Y'all inspire me to stop overthinking and have confidence in what I'm creating. Have a blessed day. Yes. Submit and forget. And then Nate with another one. Placement alert. Got one on Tyler Perry Sisters. Almost a full 2 minutes. That's massive. I never would have been able to do this without this community. Y'all have taught me so much, and every single time a new placement, new show, etc. happens, I'm just so grateful for the opportunities that have presented themselves after learning and growing in this community. Let's go. Sisters showing love. And I think that covers this week. Sheesh. Shout out to everybody in the community with the wins. Y'all been working. And then all that work that y'all did the previous years is starting to catch up. Now y'all getting placements, ads, TV shows, micro syncs. Let's go. So yeah, they might specifically wait for people that follow up months later to see if you are consistent and not giving up. Hey, that's true. That may be the first test number 1. So yeah, y'all been killing it, man. Keep crushing it. I'm glad I can help out with that, give you guys the information so you can take action and execute and run the plays. And y'all apparently have been running the plays. So let's check out this post that you guys were talking about. You said it was Jason Revels that dropped it. Here we go. Ringside Tracks agreement. Dun, dun, dun. He says, looking for some feedback from anyone who has worked with Ringside Tracks. I've been offered an album deal and am reviewing the agreement. From what I can tell, it's essentially a work for hire, full assignment model where Ringside owns the masters and publishing in perpetuity, with the composer retaining the writer's share and receiving a portion of sync income. For those who have worked with them, have you found the placements, back end, and overall opportunities worth it? How has your experience been? This would only be my third library acceptance, so I'm still fairly new to this part of the business, and I'm seeking some wise counsel from composers with firsthand experience before making a decision. Thanks in advance for any insight you're willing to share. I have not actually worked with Ringside Tracks. This is the first time I personally heard about them. But yeah, that's not uncommon, that type of deal, where it's kind of like work for hire and sync and like full assignment in perpetuity has, that's been becoming common. You'll definitely see that with a lot of the bigger libraries. And yeah, basically it's kind of like it's work for hire, but like you still kind of get paid on the back end. It's not like a all out work for hire. And I've personally done deals structured like that. Sometimes it is, they pay you up front to produce, and basically you're getting paid in exchange for that full assignment of rights. And then one of two things happens. Sometimes there's no more upfront sync fees. Like if something gets placed in a show, usually there's an upfront sync fee. You wouldn't participate in that, but then you'll still get 100% of the royalties that it generates. You're just forfeiting the upfront sync fees. And then other ones have been basically kind of structured the same way, except I participate in a percentage of the upfront sync fees still, in addition to upfront royalties. So I've done both. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, asking them what, some recent stuff that they've placed is smart, how often they're kind of getting placements or whatever. And yeah, from there, it's just a matter if you want to have those tracks in that type of situation. Usually if I'm creating for stuff like that, I'm just kind of creating it specifically for that. And, just kind of putting it out there and making it work. But for the deals I have done like that with the publishers, I usually end up seeing placements. And honestly, and this isn't a guarantee, obviously, but, usually I see placements from those companies faster than a lot of the kind of like non-exclusive libraries out there. For sure. And it's usually their network is kind of massive, man. So like they'll put an album out and they got clients, all at one time, just kind of pulling from that. And then those albums, especially if they're asking you to do the album, you usually see like multiple placements coming from that album around like kind of like the same period of time. Like sometimes, like I've shown you guys before, just some of the placement breakdowns inside of Sync Producer Hub, where, this one track ends up on like, half or more than half of a season of a show. But let's check out the website. See if we can get some information on them. Recent placements, March Madness 2022. They probably don't update the sites. Like I would take the credits on some of these websites with like a grain of salt in terms of like in terms of timeline, like I think it's always best to like reach out and like just ask them personally, whoever you're talking to, because a lot of companies, they're too busy to update sites. I don't even update my own website that often, to be honest with you. So, I wouldn't take these dates like literally. Like 2022 is the last time, but it looks like they're putting out a lot of albums for sure, which is a good sign. Shout out to Rob Miller. This composer I know in the space. Let's see if we recognize anybody else. All right, so it says it's a brand new music licensing, music library created specifically for use in combat sports programming. That's nice. They can kind of specialize in something. Comprised of 13 dedicated composers and combat sports fans from around the world. The RST team is led by Tom Harrison, a world-renowned television composer whose music has been used in over 200 different television series to date. It's the first and only music library in the world created specifically for combat and extreme sports. We love wrestling, MMA, and all things extreme. Our music hits harder than a steel chair and will help your stories soar like a moonsault off the top of the ladder. Take a listen to our music today. Feel free to reach out via email. So yeah, obviously, I mean, they're kind of straightforward with just saying they're new. I like the fact that they're kind of approaching it from like a specialist standpoint and just kind of finding a lane. I think that's super dope. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be worth a shot, worth a try, see what happens. Looks like they got some experienced composers on the team, which is always good, with the library, ran by actual composers. That makes life a little easier, communication easier. They kind of, they just know how to communicate what they're looking for. So yeah, I say try it out, man. And then, maybe do a couple albums, see how you like it, see how you like the workflow, and then kind of go from there. So yeah. Indeed. Kimberly Durr, music in the building. Blessings. Thank you for that purple sweet potato pie. Shout out to Kim, her husband. I got a chance to meet them because they dropped off that purple sweet potato pie that they mentioned last week, and I did partake, and it was delicious. Allison Prover, dinner is pork quesadilla. So, okay, listen, we had pork quesadillas, virtual pork quesadillas with guacamole, sour cream, and salsa. And then we had the purple sweet potato pie for dessert. Let's go. I love to see it. But, yeah, so that's what I would say, man. Give it a try, because you never really know until, like, you're in there, you're doing stuff for them, and then go from there. So, yeah. And that sounds fun, right? Some high impact sports stuff, for sure. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. We appreciate that. So yeah, drop some other questions in the chat if you guys have them. For the new people joining, we started a little late, so I'll give y'all a little extra time on the back end here if you have any extra questions before our usual cutoff time at like 10. Unless y'all just want to dig straight into the music reviews, we can do that as well. But it's been a pretty productive week for me, production wise. It's been a learning. Like, listen, shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the MPC users in the community. Y'all been putting me up on game. I've saved specifically 25 minutes of my life by learning about this controller mode with the MPC on the computer. It's not what I thought. Like, I originally thought it was something else. Like, I thought it was just, make the MPC a MIDI controller. Like, no, it's deeper than that. And then I understand the seriousness of this controller mode. So I was just like, okay, Bet. So I went in, started downloading, because I haven't downloaded like the sounds that I purchased for the MPC. I haven't downloaded on the computer because in my mind I'm like, I'm not gonna really use like the MPC DAW or whatever, because I got it mostly for standalone. But then I got it. I was like, oh wait, no, okay, no, this makes sense. And then like I can just pull up the sessions from there, and oh yeah, I was like, okay. And yes, the export went a million times faster. I didn't test the track outs because the 25 minutes I was tracking like all the individual tracks. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm sure like it's going to be faster than what I was dealing with on standalone. Crazy. Definitely grabbed Akai's and Spitfire's new collabs. Those plugins, the strings and the pads, got those. And I'm going back. I'm going back after this stream. I'm grabbing some other stuff from Native Inventions. Everything's on sale, man. I grabbed some plugins. Yeah, man. I was just like, you know what? Let's just give Akai the credit card for the month. Just let them hold it, and then we'll just let that sit there with them. Because yeah, they made an offer I couldn't refuse. So that's been dope. Excited to dig into. I haven't used them yet, but I'm excited to dig into those. I'll probably put those to work. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe like it'll probably be a minute. Maybe next week. I'll be doing some early next week. I'll be doing a lot of mixing stuff. And then after that, going back into the R&B bag for some stuff. So I'm gonna get around to them. I'll probably use those pads. Oh no, I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna put it in something. Yep. Yeah, man. I surrendered to gas. I did okay. Like last month was challenging. Last month and then going into this month, it was just like, you know what? Let's just let it win. It's crazy. But yeah, we got a question. Let me see. Nico, am I financially reaching too high in hopes to get a sync fee for $2,000 a beat? No, it depends on what it is. I think you like I've seen that. I've seen, for songs, everything 300 up to 5,000 for a song being synced in the show, per song. So no, it's realistic. Instrumentals. Songs usually pay more. No, that was a song too. It was like 1,500. But it depends on the situation. I think most of the ones up in the thousands, for me personally, have been songs. I'm trying to think of, unless it's like an ad stuff, you can get up there pretty easy, even for an instrumental. And then that's for a sync fee. On the back end, you can get up to, if you land on some major networks, you can get up in the thousands, with a few solid major networks and long uses. You can get up there, but it'll be like a quarter for that to accumulate. But no, not reaching too high at all. That sits like in the average of some song sync fees. Use that gas card. Right? You know what? Responsible accounting says create a gas account. Just create a whole dedicated account and just throw a little something in there every time you get paid. Just set it aside and just create a gas reserve account. That's the solution. because we're not going to stop buying stuff. Y'all know we not going to stop. So we might as well just be responsible and just set it aside. Why did my monitor go out? It's back. Having all the tech issues today. Michael says, if a track is signed non-exclusively with one library as one track name, but then library B licenses it, but changes the name, do we run into probs with the same track having different names? No, you usually don't. And that's why they changed the names. They changed the name because they can create a new registration. And when the cue sheet is filled out, whoever the publisher is or library, they're going to give them the information based on the registration that they did, aka the title that they did, which that title will have, library A or B listed as publisher, and then you'll still be listed as writer either way. But it shouldn't cause any problems with it being the same track, because really that, even though like the PROs allow you to upload like an MP3 or whatever, the main thing that's kind of really being tracked when that cue sheet is turned in is like the information with that registration and that title. As long as that stuff is straight, you should be good. A good old gas, man. It came back full throttle. Is an upfront fee usually offered or asked for? It's usually offered. Like usually, like if a Music Soup hits back and they're like, hey, we want to replacing this and we want to use it. Usually it'll come in the form of some type of quote. I wonder if I can find one. Let me see if I think I had one for my TV placement mastery students. What was that? No, those are briefs. Let me see if I can find a quote. That's an agreement. But usually they hit you up with a they'll hit you up with like basically a quote like, hey, this is the scene we want to use it for. Here's the fee that we can offer. And then you kind of go from there, confirm, and then you fill out a little something. And then after that, there'll probably be another like finalized agreement or whatever to sign. And then you got to go through all the paperwork stuff, possible W-9 and all of that. Let me see. Clearance request. Let me make sure there's no like crazy information on here. There's a lot of there's a lot of sensitive information on here. Let me let me like not expose everybody's personal information. Okay. I think this is good. Okay. So here's an example of a license quote request from last season's Lil Kev. So basically they just kind of give you the name of the track as it's titled. And then obviously all of this information here is like filled out on a separate page, and they kind of ask you of all that. This is basically this is why we always stress the importance of split sheets, because they're going to ask you for this information, and if you don't have this, licensing deal falls through. You don't get the placement, and then they move on. So having this up front and clear is a way easier conversation on the back end versus if you don't do this especially if it's just you, there's no issue. It's not like you get into an argument with yourself over 100%. If you have co-writers involved, having these splits figured out up front makes this way easier, because you can just move forward quicker. And then things get weird if you don't have this conversation up front. I've seen it happen so many times because people don't remember what happened in the session and what people said, and then nothing happens and everybody loses. So this is that, and then they kind of let you know, the media territory, the terms, usage, timing, scene description, all of that stuff. And then it was kind of hard to see. Hold on. And then you kind of get, whatever the fee is, the sync fee. And then you kind of sign off on that. That's pretty much it. So you'll usually see something like this first, and then, once you kind of confirm that, and then, they'll send you any other additional agreements or paperwork. You complete that. And then you wait about 7.5 years. You get paid finally. No, I'm playing it. It doesn't take that long. Usually on the sync side, it happens pretty quick. I say between 30 to 60 days. Things kind of get cleared up, and then it kind of depends on when they're once you get to this point, they're kind of wrapping up production. And I think this particular one, the show was already out, so they were like wrapping up all the stuff after the show came out. But most times it happens sooner, even before the episode airs. Let me see. There was sometimes if things are pre-cleared with your publisher, sometimes you will earn a sync fee and just not know about it until the publisher reaches out, since the publisher is paying you. In this situation, I was getting paid directly from Heartbeat. So it was a different situation. But if I'm getting paid from the publisher, a lot of times the placement just happens. They're dealing with this on their end. So we're not seeing this part of it. They deal with it. They collect the fee. And then according to their accounting schedule is when you get paid. So you could just wake up to an email from a publisher. Hey, we got a check for you from, this placement. Can you send us, If they don't have a W-9, they'll like ask you to fill out a W-9 at that point if you haven't made any money with them before. So then that's what kind of happens. Yeah. So you'll find out one way or the other if there's any upfront sync fees. If it's all back end, obviously you won't see that until PRO. That gas account ain't a bad idea. I know, right? Just make a whole account. Isn't gas considered discretionary spending? It's discretionary. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I feel it's not our fault if we have multiple versions of a song with different names of the publishers. Other ones changing names of both. Yeah, exactly. We're family here. You could share. I know, right? Here's all of my personal identifying information for everyone. Still feeling the effects traveling from England. Oh man, I bet that was a fun trip though. Says, okay, y'all, I reached out to a TV show creator who said they were looking for music. He then went on to say it would be $50 to listen to the music. Any thoughts? I would skip. That's me personally. Yeah, I would skip it because that's weird. To be a creator of a show and say I need music, but then to charge to listen to all of the submissions. I've never had a music supervisor charge me to listen to the music that they're asking for so that they can play on the show. If the music is good, they'll pay us and they'll have good music to put on the show that solves a problem for them. So I'm not sure about that. Now, if it's like a service where it's just like the service is I'm listening to your music, that's like different, right? But that kind of seems weird. Claude can make the W-9 for you. Amazing. There you go. Here's Sync Producer Hub. We're not just producers, we're family. Thank you, LW. We all go $50. If all of you could just pay an extra $50, yeah. I've seen a lot of those floating around over the past few years, especially like on social media, where it's just like, and it's not, I don't know, man, I don't understand it, because a lot of times it's not even a music supervisor. It's like, just, I don't know, it's just like some person that I guess they say they have connections, but I don't know, because there's just so many publishers. You can just freely submit to the publishers. Yeah, and then what happens if they can't use the music? You know how rich music supervisors would be if they charge $50 just to listen to all of the submissions? Like, that would be crazy. But yeah, that's something different altogether. How are you typically contacted when you get a placement? Shoot. The past season, for the one I just showed y'all, that was a phone call. It was a phone call, and then it turned into text, and then turned into email. It was a phone call I almost missed because my phone automatically went on silent, and they're in LA. So I was in silent mode here on the East Coast. They were in work mode. I was working, but I was just on silent, so I didn't even hear it. but I just so happened to like check my phone, and I was just like, oh snap. And it was like multiple calls, texts, then it was an email, and I was like, oh shoot, this is obviously important. I should probably respond. So that happened. But yeah, it can be another, everything else has been like, it's been either phone or email. Phone or email. Yep. Cause one, some through agents, like usually the agents will just like shoot me a text, hey, boom, this just went through. Or it's like an email from a publisher or supervisor. Yeah, listen, Tubi is funny, but like Tubi's creating opportunities, man. It's creating content. I don't know how much the sync fees are for a Tubi show, but man, bro, listen, I just want higher quality content, and then we're gonna transition in a minute. I just want higher quality content because some of the clips I be seeing from these Tubi movies, man, it's like, just as a human being having lived life for several years, do you think that was believable? How you hit that person for like, or like how you, it's how you fell out, or like, it just be some wild stuff I see. I'm just like, yo, nobody seen this, man. Nobody thought like that doesn't look realistic. That I always wonder that. Like how can we take this realism to a higher level? Cause it's not there. It is not there. Morning, Larry. I know. I get a ton of spam calls, man. Some dude named Joseph like put the wrong number in, man. He put my number in, and apparently he was shopping for auto insurance. Bro, my phone has not stopped since Joseph did that. Shout out to Joseph. I do not own whatever pickup truck he was trying to insure. It's not me. Please remove me from this list. Man, it's crazy. Once you get on those lists, bro, the insurance companies, home insurance, auto insurance, if anybody runs a quote, it's over with, bro. You about to get blown up, blown to smithereens. It's crazy. So it's crazy. So yeah, man. So we're going to transition. Go grab a snack. I'm going to go grab some snacks. I'm going to go grab some snacks, and we're going to listen to some music. We're going to have a good time. We'll be right back. We are back. Shout out to everybody in the stream, man. We're about to do some live music reviews, seeing if your music is ready for TV and film. If it is, we will let you know. If it's not, we'll give you some feedback so you can hopefully get it to the next level. And tonight, this stream is fueled by the delicious snacks. We brought the masa back. We re-upped on the masa chips. It's one of my favorite flavors. Habanero. We're gonna give the lime another try soon. Maybe next week. I don't know. I've been burned very, very, very deeply by lime before, but I'm willing to try it again. All right. They said it's new and improved. I'm just not ready yet. Let me get back to the Habanero. Start with something I know is great, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, masa chips, get 20% off. The link is in the description. Use my link. They'll look out for you if it's your first order. So they'll give you 20% off. Let them know Clint sent you. And then shout out to Zolly Candy. Zolly Candy hooked me up and sent over a few of their treats. So this candy is interesting, right? I'm gonna talk about it. So this is the sour Zaffy. It's like a taffy. These are some gum pops that they have, and then some Zolly pops. So it's like little suckers or whatever. So I have kids. I have a lot of them, and they like candy. However, we don't let them eat all types of candy. They usually only eat like organic candy. But this candy is pretty cool because it's zero sugar. It's allergy free. It's vegan. It's all natural flavors, natural colors. None of the the fake stuff, the dyes. It's gluten free, and it also helps fight cavities, which was the selling point for me because I'm like, I'll eat this because don't nobody like cavities. But it does this. It's this crazy thing. Basically, I guess what they use to sweeten it, it helps reduce the acidity and balance the pH in your mouth. So it kind of prevents those germs. It doesn't feed the germs like regular sugar would do, and other chemicals in candy. So it helps fight cavities, and it remineralizes your teeth. It makes them stronger and harder, which is pretty cool. And from what I've had so far, it's delicious. It's delicious for some zero sugar, keto, diabetic friendly, gluten free, non-GMO, dairy free, nut free, wheat free. I'm reading this pamphlet. Fat free, free from allergies, low calories, vegan is not. Yeah. So I was just like, bet we got to try it. So I think I'm not going to terrorize y'all's ears by trying to eat suckers on a mic, but I'm gonna try some of this taffy because I love taffy. I like chewy candy, and we're gonna put that to the test. The kids had some lollipops. They loved them. They was just like, yo, this is delicious, this is amazing. All right, bet. So yeah, there's a link in the description, and then 10% of everything you purchase actually goes to their Million Smiles Initiative, which is a nonprofit that supports oral health education, and they help out with early childhood tooth decay. So super dope stuff there. There's a link in the description. Check them out. Get you some Zolly candy. We're gonna try this taffy, see what that's hitting for. We're gonna crack open these masa chips, and then we're gonna see who we have on the leaderboard this week. There we go. All right. So we cracked those open. It's been a while since I had some Habanero. I had like the regular ones not too long ago, but I needed to run these back real quick. So all right, let's check out the leaderboard. Let's see what we have on the 7-day leaderboard this week, because they will be going first during tonight's stream. We got Davey Dave, we got Janet, and then we got Janelle. Janelle has actually been moved to MVP. I'm gonna have to start writing this down, man, because it's getting harder to keep track. It's a lot of y'all. I don't know. So we'll throw B Ward up there. We'll throw B Ward at number 3 since Janelle's gonna get played closer to the end of the show. She's been in her bag consecutively. So yeah, I know y'all been cooking up the heat. So we're gonna check it out. Drop some fire emojis if y'all ready to listen to this music, because I am. Let's go. New and improved. I know, right? What's the other term? State of the art. You remember that when people used to put that on like everything new? They would say it's state of the art. Like, what does that even mean? It's crazy, these terms people come up with. All right, Masa is back, man. Masa is back. All right, Davey says, "What's up, Ace SPH? I hope y'all have a productive week. I'm ready to hear what you all have been cooking up for tonight's review. Let's go." So here is my first submission to the hub way back all those 3 months ago. The King's Revenge. Hope y'all enjoy. Let's go. First submissions. I love it. If you guys have your first submission or remember your first submission, Masa therapy needed. Yeah, make sure y'all shared it tonight. We're going to check it out. Uh-oh. The internet being slow again. Listen, will they redeem themselves? Look at this. Look at this foolishness. Hopefully the stream is. Oh, here we go. Okay, maybe it was a disco thing. I was just like, listen, we do another shutdown like I did earlier. This is gonna be over. We're gonna have to come back next week. All right, here we go. The King's Revenge. That's how we starting this off. David O. Yeah. That's a movie. Patty. Where's Patty? Kim is out of here already. Yeah, that was I love those yeah, exactly. I was literally just about to say it. I need that choir. That sounds great. Yeah. We need that. Shout out to Davio. It's ready. Definitely sound like a movie. Like, yeah, dude, that joint was just epic. I would do a whole album of that for sure. All right. Let's keep it moving. We got Janie HB up next. Did I mark that one? Let me make sure. Boom. Here we go. What's good, fam? Tonight I share with you the very first track I shared in the hub for the SPH Live in February 2026. I remember that night. It was my first poll as well. This track is called Runway Show, and it's a fashion and glamorous deep house with a punchy rhythm, atmospheric leads, and modern bass, perfect for a fashion runway vibe or for commercials. Hope you all enjoy. Let's check it out. Yo, they put more seasoning on these this round. Because before it was like, you could taste it. Now, look at this. You can see it. You can see it in 4K. Look at this. Just a layer of it. Yeah, you absolutely like own this sound. This sounds amazing. I rock with it. It's ready to go. Runway show. Yeah. And obviously this is like a whole album. And then we still haven't forgotten about what happened last week in that collaboration. This is crazy because I don't know this. I don't realize that I chew on me. I've never paid attention to that. All right. Janie with another one. We got B Ward up next. And this will complete our top 3 for this week. Let's see what B Ward been cooking up. If we can find them. Yeah, this is kind of like, so you're playing the original flavor is just like, you know, regular tortilla chip. Once you get into the flavors, it starts to kind of feel like a premium Dorito. That's what it's like. So you can kind of just eat them plain. Like I'll eat this whole bag just plain. The regular ones, I could eat those plain too, but I'll probably use them with like some salsa or, you know, to dip them with like taco salad stuff or whatever. Here we go. B-word. Not posting this week. I'll be back next week, but I'll have the AC on while listening to all this fire. Okay, dope. Yeah, absolutely. Super dope stuff. Yep. All right. Okay, dope. So we started at the top last week. Let's go random. Let's just go random until we get through everybody. Joshua Long. F1, I'm working on an album of tracks to pitch to ad agencies, publishers, with the goal of landing a car commercial. Here's a demo I put together. It's 30 seconds. I took an existing commercial and placed my music to it. That's great. Open to any and all feedback. Let's check it out.
Checo, ¿podrías un poco más despacio?
Said you can't catch me. Let's go. I like that. That was dope. Oh yeah. All that joint needed was voiceover, and yeah, it was done. LW love videos, but she mentioned that last week. Like, man, I wish we could see more videos. Yeah, good work, Josh. This was super dope. Nice illustration. Nice. It's nice to see the music being functional in like a real use case scenario. Yeah, nice track too. Guitars are always on point. I've never heard bad guitars come from Joshua Long. For sure. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. It just kind of helps you kind of imagine stuff. Unless it's their competitor and they're like, hey, that actually could work to your advantage. It's like, you know what? No. Cadillac's not going to get this. We're going to take it before they can. You never know. Dope stuff, man. All right, let's keep it moving with our random scrolls this week. Frime Beats. I shared this bead before, but now it's signed to a publisher, and an artist of mine made a track about winning on it. That always wins. Winning wins in sync. This is for everybody that keeps winning in the hub, because y'all do. Much love to all. Y'all, you keep inspiring the group. Clint, what up? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for always taking time for us every Friday. Much appreciate you. Enjoy this all. It's featuring that boy Franco Horns. Oh boy, we know about Franco. And Lennox, I think that's right, on the vocals. Have a nice weekend, y'all. Let's go. Y'all know this about to be crazy, man. He started talking about live instruments and stuff.
Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, winning, winning. Hey, yeah. Always gotta win, always gotta get the bag, huh? Always gotta win, never quit and do the dash, Digi dash, skipping gears, I'm cruising fast. I felt the pain and did the task, not never lose, I'm through with that. Always win, I get the bag. Skipping gears, I'm cruising fast. Felt the pain and did the task, I never lose, I'm through with that. Always win, I get the bag. Skipping gears, I'm cruising fast. Felt the pain and did the task, I never lose, I'm through with that. I ain't tucking no chains, give me all my rings. Eyes on me at the spot, it's the champion thing. Game 7 all day, I don't do breaks. Go ahead and hate, cause every day I'm always winning. Winning, winning, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, 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 we winning, we winning, we winning. Winning, winning, winning. Hey, yeah. Always gotta give the max, huh?
It's the Hub
Never
theme
coming
song
in,
for the
never
week.
coming in last, huh? Those are facts. Off the jets, only time I lag. Front line like a dealership, you can tell that I pay too much tax. I put a double on my plates, cause all my whips are winning. I put a double on my chains, cause all my chains are winning. I put a double on my watches and my rings are winning. I put a double on my girls, cause all my women winning. I win so much, they should give me a winning prize. Think I need another suit for my winning nights. We all winning in the crew, higher than a kite.
I love the piano sprinkled in there.
Winning is my life.
Goodness. Yeah, that joint's fire. Those horns are so crispy. Just so crispy. Good stuff, Rhyme, Franco, and Lennox. Great vocal delivery, great production, great lyrical theme. Like, I mean, that joint's gonna live for a long time. And it, like, again, the dope thing about a song, when you have a good song and it's like just universal, you can always go back and update the production. Like, if, let's say, 808s for whatever reason go out of style and you need to put a live bit, like, you could just go and just reproduce the music, update it, and the lyrics still work. So dope stuff, Rhyme. That joint's ready to go. There's also a lovely pad doing a sweet C minor chord. Yeah, super dope. It's really hard, man. Unless they're just played bad, but like, yeah, it's really hard. Is the buffering back? It's crazy, dude. I don't know what's going on. Let me close some of the extra stuff. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's scroll down. James McGregor, good day, fam hub from the vault. 2024, my number one sync producer. Like, okay, this was the first. Dang, back 2024. We've been doing this for this. Goodness, let's go. It's crazy because I, like, when I hear it, I remember it. Let's see what this Taffy talking about. Yeah, man. That track still goes. Love the mix. Drums are in your face. I love the space in your production, James. Like, there's like intentional places where the track breathes and it works well. I hear it like it's, yeah, I hear it's consistent, like, across your music. Like, everything is like intentionally placed. So yeah, thanks for sharing that with us again. Can't believe I used to do top 10 lists in 2022 when they weren't as good as these. Top 10 is, wow, that's a lot. Yo, this taffy though, the sour taffy, Zaffy Taffy. This is a problem. This is gonna be a problem. This is very good. All right. I'm not gonna be able to keep these in the studio. I'll go through this bag. It's gonna be bad. I'm trying to get rid of my gut. It's gotta go away. I don't think this is gonna help. All right. Rod. Victory Voltage is a high-energy sports anthem designed specifically for television sports broadcasts, highlight reels, promotional campaigns, and it's still sour. Championship recaps, athlete introductions, and motivational content. All right, Rod, let's go. Let's go on this journey. Love the switch up on him. I think the Sting ending could be stronger. It can sound more intentional. Dun dun. It's like it just kind of cut off a little bit. But I like the track. I think your overall volume, can maybe come down a little bit. Because it's just, or it could be the bass eating up a little more. That bass could be taking some of that headroom away from you in the mix, because it sounds like it's kind of pushing, it's getting a little spicy with the distortion. So maybe bringing that bass down a little bit, and either the bass or maybe just bringing down the mix a little bit so it's not sounding kind of distorted. But other than that, I think it's definitely usable, syncable. Sports stuff, I can hear it being used for some highlights for sure. Excuse me, I'm chewing on beat again. But yeah, dope stuff, dope instrumentation, nice switch ups. But yeah, man, good work. Yeah, good work. Yeah, this is crazy though. So they have watermelon, green apple, grape, and blue raspberry in this little pack. They have some different ones. They have a bunch of different things. I'll try some more. They have a elderberry sucker with like vitamin C and zinc, which is great for the kids and kind of, preventing colds and stuff like that. Give them one of those. So I'll probably definitely grab some of those, especially as the weather starts to get back cold, and just kind of, I don't know, probably put those in the medicine cabinet or something. But all right, good work. Let's scroll up, see what else we got. Caesar says, peace fam, I was working on this track for the cinematic hip hop brief posted a few weeks back by Clint. Being my first time trying this genre, I quickly realized I was not where I needed to be. This is my third attempt. I had to scrap the first two because they were just not sounding right. I've been there. I've been there recently. Like, I'll start like 2-3 ideas and like the first one I'll just skip it. I'll just create another one. I'm just like, just not feeling it. So that definitely happens. I spend most of my time lately analyzing and comparing reference tracks and also learning new tools and techniques. I'm not where I need to be yet, but I think this track has enough potential to spend more time on it. I focused on laying out the arrangement and then started sculpting out all the parts. Enough talking. Here's my work in progress. Let's go. Crushing it. Unfortunately, she's from Michigan, but I won't hold it against her. Go Buckeyes. Love the melody and progression on this. Peanut butter chocolate, man. Duh. That's all they need. Sting ending. Yo, so this was fire. Now, I don't think it would fit the brief just because we're looking for more kind of aggressive, more minor sounding and more up tempo cinematic hip hop. But just because it doesn't fit this brief doesn't mean it's not a great track and will fit something. This feels more like hopeful cinematic hip hop. Like it just feels lighter. It feels motivational, especially with the chord progression and the piano you have in there. It's just like it just has this beautiful feel to it. So I think it'll work for something for sure. In terms of like the instrumentation you have and how everything's set up, I would just add that Sting ending. ID Discovery, there you go. Add that Sting ending. I like the mix on it, but yeah, I like it, man. I rock with it. Keep this one. Please don't scrap it. Oh, you didn't do the ending. Okay, got you. But yeah, dope work. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Nikobe. Yo, SPH. Happy Friday. I don't know why I'm struggling with SPH today. I reached level 5 today. Would love to hear any feedback for my track titled Project Baby for Sync, orchestral trap. Let's check it out. Yeah, it closed the top of the month, but yeah, I think we dropped in there maybe, what was that, a couple weeks ago? I want to play that in the car just to hear how that joint sound in some car subs. I like this. I just think it needs to be finished. Some transitional sounds. It needs some snares or something to drop. Cause it felt like it was building up. But then it just never dropped. And what I would do, I would finish up the drums, have some drums come in, no longer than like 12, 15 seconds, somewhere around there, depending on, where the first verse drops, and throw some transitional elements in between the sections, and yeah, I think that'd be it. And then maybe dropping out some instrumentation in and out on the verses. You'll probably have to turn the 808 down a little bit, especially once you bring those other instruments in, because that joint was there. But it was kind of overpowering everything in the mix when it came in. But that's an easy fix. But I like the vibe. And then basically once you have all the drums, I think it also works well for like sort of like a minimal tension joint. And then you can just create a stem that doesn't have the drums. Because I think with the synths and the piano and everything that you have, it works as that as well. Just kind of like a nice little tension cue. So, yeah, that's what I would say for that. So, yeah, dope stuff. Dope stuff. Jason Dowdy with another tension track. Let's go. Dig deeper, neutral, light tension. Jason is tension. Just oozes tension. Ooh, got spicy with that ending there. Masa. Yeah, this was tense, man. I like it. Man, it sounds like a good movie. That's all I gotta say. Nice, good, suspenseful movie. Good stuff, man. I loved it. I love tension music. They got the rhythm, the rhythmic element in there. That bass, the percussion. Yeah. Great sound selection. You could just hear the documentary, right? Yeah. Literally, like, I'd watch it just for the music alone. All right. Let's scroll back up to the top. Gabriel's straight to it. Boom. Miguel has entered the building. What's up, Miguel? Cry out. Y'all go check that masterclass out if y'all haven't on Jason's channel. Gems. Great structure, nice thing ending.
It was the summer of 26, a time when every bite was set.
Bro, it's on the SoundCloud and their commercials. They ain't waste no time. Yeah, I could hear this. It feels like underscore, like some good underscore music. Jason mentioned the Weather Channel. That's like spot on. I could definitely see that as well. Something where there's like something visually going on, but like not necessarily having to have voiceover on it. Also, the gas station stuff, which is, did I ever finish looking into that? I think I did. I ended up finding some company or something that does that, and I forget. I kind of got distracted after that, but yeah, I definitely think there's some opportunities for that. But yeah, nice rhythm, nice sound selection, and I'm still a fan of this this album cover. Let me see if I can get this ad out the way. It's so Apple-esque. It reminds me of Mac OS for whatever reason. Maybe it's the Roman numerals. So yeah, dope stuff. I rock with it. GSTV. Boom. All right, we got Jared. I Got the Power. The track feels like the soundtrack to becoming legendary, where confidence turns into power and every obstacle gets crushed beneath your presence, driven by thunderous drums, bold orchestral melodies, cinematic brass, haunting strings, and massive layered instrumentation. The song delivers an epic, larger-than-life energy built for arenas, trailers, and moments of triumph. Yes, it's me rapping, LOL. Let's check this out. Uh-oh.
Who are you? You're not a friend to me. Feeling like a G.O.D. Yeah, I see it was meant to be. Can't take my energy. No one's defending me. Crushing
Sound
all
like
my
Jermaine
enemies.
Dupri a little bit.
I'm the man and I ain't gotta pretend to be. You got no control. Maybe you should slow your roll. I'm the highest of the highest on the totem pole. Being at the top spot, man, is my only goal. I'm on fire. I know I belong with Cole. This world is all mine, cause you was small time. I'm the greatest of all time. Electric, that's my call sign. It goes down when I do my thing. Y'all are puppets on a string. Now, kiss the ring. Bow down to your king. I got the power. I'm coming alive. You should just hide in the dark hours. My enemies try to survive, but I devour. On a different level, I'm feeling so high. One with the towers, cause I got the power. 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 I'm trying to keep my cool, you don't need no aggressor. I give you a few lessons though, like an old professor. Energy just flowing, don't need no connector. Too much power, but I'm safe, like a surge protector. Cause I'm grounded, overall well-rounded.
It's going crazy on this track.
Everywhere, I'm all around it. Yeah, you know I'm electrifying. Going against me is petrifying. It's not even fair, like a small mouse to an aggressive lion. Me and Sue share some DNA. Over here, I'ma lead the way. What else you want me to say? You win won't be today. It goes down when I do my thing. Y'all are puppets on a string. Now, kiss the ring. Bow down to your king. I got the power. I'm coming alive. You should just hide in the dark hours. My enemies try to survive, but I devour. On a different level, I'm feeling so high.
Crazy.
Over the towers, cause I got the power. 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 I got the power.
Y'all own one with these thing endings. Let me tell you that. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, fire lyrics, fire performance, song production. Yeah, this joint's ready. Sting was crazy, absolutely nuts. Yeah, that'll work. And the lyrical theme is just, yeah, that's a winner right there. That's a winner. And it would be dope if it got placed on Power. Dope stuff, Jared. Keep it up. I mean, shoot, I would just write to everything. That's a superpower. Janelle, we're gonna come back to. Janet, we already played. David, let's see what David has cooked up for us this week. Good morning, fam, and happy Friday. Hope everyone has a great day and weekend. Let's go. No doubt. That rhythm locked in this week, David. I hear you. Dope. I would go back what you had here. This first part and build on that. Made it back. Yeah, so you got the rhythm, the rhythm section locked in, which is good. Now we're just tightening up melodically what's going on. Maybe taking one of these out, just to give it some space and have like just one, I don't know, like one main melody doing something, and then maybe something else is kind of complementing that. But I definitely hear the improvement in just the drums and the timing and things like that. So yeah, great work there, David. Keep it up. Keep getting better, man. I love to hear it. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Let's go. Yep. And I love the organ run in there too. Let's see. Livingston says, "What's good? I've been cooking up the homie Trevis Thomas. Just thought I would share some of our latest work. This track is called Something Going On. Let me know what you all think." Let's go.
Something going on, so you better move around. This ain't what you want, cause we don't back down. We don't play games, we just take names. You ran out of luck, move around. Something going on.
Some mixes.
Something going on. Something going on. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Don't answer the phone. This is how you feel when you out of your mind. This is how you feel when you cross that line. I bet you won't. No, you don't wanna get it. I know you will. Feel the pain if you get it. I bet you won't. No, you don't wanna get it. I know you will. Feel the pain if you get it. Something going on, so you better move around. This ain't what you want, cause we don't back down. We don't play games, we just take names. You ran out of luck.
Basically.
Something
He
going
just
on.
crushes it every time.
Something going on. Something going on. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Don't answer the phone. Problems.
Ooh, that little, what is that, an ARP or something?
Trouble. Don't answer the phone. Problems, trouble. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Something going on. Problems, trouble. Something going on. Something going on. Something going on.
Yeah, man. Like, these two guys been locked in. Everything I've heard, them to do together has been crazy. Yeah, mix is on point. Lyrical theme is on point. Lyrical presentation is on point. Or vocal presentation. You know, one thing I've noticed about people who can rap and like sing and also do sync is they turn around stuff super fast. Like, I've worked with Travis on some stuff. Turnaround's crazy. I've worked with Phil on some stuff. Turnaround's crazy. Like, everybody who like works in sync and can also like record and sing or rap, like, bro, like the work ethic and turnaround time is just always insane. I mean, I get naturally because we kind of have to work quick, but like, yeah, it's kind of like a cheat code. Is go find somebody who works in sync, and then you'll probably get it done fast. Let's go. Great work, guys. I'm sure that'll get played somewhere soon because it's ready to go. Let's skip around. Dimitrik. Hello, family. This will conclude. Oh, man, it's over already. The Travel Pop saga with none other than The African Coast is the title. This will be my last one for a while here on Sync Producer Hub. When life be lifing happens, I will take a break just for a little while as get myself in order. I thank you all for listening to my music, and definitely thank you all for the comments and feedback. Thank you, Clint, for blessing us with this platform. Absolutely. Until we meet again, let's get these wins. Dimitrik has been in the bag. Keep it up, Dimitrik. Super proud of the music that I've heard you share with us here. Let's keep it going. Oh, yeah. He literally took us all over the world with this. much ear candy in here. Ended on such a happy note, positive note. I rock with it, man. Let's go. Shout out to Travel Pop, another album, themed album created by Demo Music. Keep it up, bro. This is solid work. Somebody's got to sign that. All right. Keith Boney, what's good, y'all? Big shout out to everybody that made it to level 7 this week. Shout out to Keith, made it to level 7. And posted wins. Davey made it to level 7. Janelle made it to level 7. Holiday Kung Fu Kenny is an orc. That was a lot of DJ horns. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot back to back. I apologize. Is an orchestral hip hop cue with holiday music elements. Made it a while back in sharing while I temporarily shift gears from tension to see where I'm at on other genres before I triple back down on stressing everybody out. Let's go. All right, let's check it out. He's definitely been hitting us with the tension too. Let's go. Jingle bells. Loving these strings. Yeah, I think that was ready. Only thing that stood out was the velocity on the note right before the hook came back in. That one. That was it. That was the only thing that stood out. And I'm just trying to find something to say about it. We just turn the velocity up a little bit, maybe. But yeah, this was dope. Holiday vibes are there for sure. And yeah, I think it's sync ready, man. Yeah, strings were definitely stringing. Piano in the building. Yeah, let's go. Good stuff, man. All right, let's go back up. Well, we just landed on TJ. Good morning, ladies and gents. I have a track here I made with a buddy that's in the lane of hip hop and funk with a West Coast flair. It's called Up to No Good. I hope y'all enjoy. No doubt. Just two people trying to get me in my Christmas feels in June. It's that time, man. It's time to knock out this Christmas music. That's funky. Yep, you can hear it. You can hear it. Killing me with that bass. And the synths. Next brief that comes through talking about some funk, some 80s funk. That's what gets sent right there. Cause that felt great. That felt authentic. Sound selection was on point. Even like the slight kind of swing off grid feel it had to it was perfect. It was great. Good work, TJ and TJ's buddy. That came out great. Super funky. Yeah. Yeah, it was dope. All right, let's keep it moving. I feel like I skipped somebody up here. No, I came back up here. All right. Let's go to the bottom. Allison. Another one my daughter sang. Oh boy. Y'all know every time Allison gets with her daughter, it's some amazingness. My friends who are also musicians came into, this is about to get crazy. This is escalating already. Title One Day. I'm putting an album together. She doesn't want to be a performer. No one understands why, because she sounds amazing. She just did because I paid her to. That's wild. Like, if y'all haven't heard Allison's daughter, she shared some of her music in previous streams, and you would not believe she's getting just basically bribed to do this. Would love to get these songs in front of artists. That would be real cool. Like, your daughter is the artist. That's the crazy thing. She sounds amazing. All right, here we go.
I saw you outside the other day. You were smiling despite the sky was gray. She was grinning at something you said in that moment, and I was glad it was her instead. I healed all the parts of me I thought were broken, but I figured it out that I wasn't. I thought it was what you wanted, and one day you'd love me again. It's okay, one day I'll forget about you. I'll tell myself this until it's true. I can't forgive you. I tried, I did everything but died. Sometimes it's worth the cost, but sometimes it's just too high. We met during April showers, gave us hours and hours, bonded together thinking about forever. Couldn't see storms coming out from nowhere. I healed all the parts of me I thought were broken, but I figured it out that I wasn't.
I wish I sounded like that.
Oh
my gosh.
It's okay, one day I'll It's okay, one day I'll forget about you. I'll tell myself this until it's true. I can't forgive you. I tried, I did everything but died. Sometimes it's worth the cost, but sometimes it's just too
Oh man. So this is the plan, y'all. This is the plan. This is what we gotta come up with. We need to get Allison and her daughter synced as much as possible, and just make it so overwhelming that we just force her into a career. We just like she just can't help it. It just, because this is crazy. This is crazy. I told y'all it was gonna be crazy. First she mentioned the daughter, then she mentioned friends. And Allison by herself is insane. You add anything else to it, it's overwhelming. Here at Sync Producer Hub, Allison's daughter is family. The new mission: get Allison and her daughter synced, and her friends. Crazy voice, golly. Crazy voice. I would y'all should just record behind the scenes footage of y'all session, just going back and forth of her not wanting to do it and then absolutely crushing it. That's crazy. All right. Wow. Did I give any feedback? It's ready. I think I DJ horned it. So there's that. There's just so much dynamic, man. It's just, there's professional singers who don't sound that good. That's what's mind-boggling. Most people don't sound that good or can perform that good. Because there's one thing, there's tone, there's voice, but then there's the performance of it. She makes you believe that she's been wanting to sing her entire life since the age of 3.5. All right, Michael, we gotta come back to Michael because he's in the MVP space. Mark II. Kevin KJ Johnson. What's up, Ace? I can't say SPH today. What's up, Sync Producer Hub fam? I'm finally back into my sync production routine after weeks of being off for 9-to-5 certifications. I will tell you, it's so hard to get back on the train with the same zeal when you've been off this long, but here is the final track of my EP, Dramedy Who. Oh man, I remember that album. Here is Who Asked You. The Dramedy album has been on another level. Whoa. This could be holiday too. See, I knew it was gonna be something crazy going on. I think KJ just invented dramedy bridges because what transpired here that right there. That's when, I mean, things started getting crazy back here. There was some stuff going on, but yeah, dude, this album's crazy. It got R&B-ish, but still dramedy. That's what I love about it. That's really different. Like, I haven't heard that in dramedy done that way. I'm gonna just keep circling this because this is where it got ridiculous right here. They don't. It's KJ Lighthouse Productions. Man, OG. Shout out to Teddy. All right, man. See, I don't be wanting to touch nothing. I don't be wanting to touch no genres after I get done listening to all this stuff. It's like inspiration overload. I don't know which direction to go. So I just spend 25 minutes bouncing out stems until I figure it out. All right. Dope stuff, man. Glad you finally finished up that EP. We need let's just make that like a 15-track EP, bro. Let's just keep them coming. All right. Devin DeHart. Hey fam, did my best this week. Still want to sit with the production and mix when I get a bit more time, but wanted to make sure I share. Still trying to nail down this chill hop sound. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Excuse me. That's rude. Here we go. Crumping Elves. Next level. This definitely feeling chill right here. I'm gonna tune the 808. Boom, boom, boom. That note. Michael could probably tell you what the exact note is. That's the only thing. This is a vibe. Yeah, it's got all the elements there. I say tune the 808. Definitely has a chill vibe. I feel like requests are increasing for like chill lo-fi music and stuff too. This would definitely fit that description. Sting ending isn't bad, depending on who is accepting this music. May get nitpicky about the little delay / echo at the end. So sometimes you got to clean that up. Sometimes not. Just depends. But yeah, definitely this Janet Jackson giggle. But yeah, definitely a vibe. Yep. Dope. Let's go. Good stuff, Devin. Thanks for sharing. You locked in. Miguel, we're going to come back to shortly here. Mark, same with you. Mr. Michael McConnor, you as well. I think that's it. I think we got it. Nope. Can't leave out the brother Truman. What's up, fam? I figured I'd do a throwback this week to my first Ace. Why? It's just not coming out. First Sync Producer Hub submission back in June of 2025. This track actually was included in the first tracks I pitched directly to libraries after joining the Hub in May of 2025. It ended up being one of my first exclusive library signings. Let's go. It was like the first submission, first signing. I love it. Oh, Nancy. Okay. We're going to make sure we get bro. I gotta put the snacks away. I eat this whole bag. Definitely got some tense drama vibes, hip hop. Nice mix on here. Yep. I can see why they signed it. That joint's ready to go. Minimal tension and maximal tension. You know what? You see the request for minimal tension. Never do you see maximal tension. We get max tension tracks, please. So what is max? Like, is that just, are we just going all out with just big orchestral drums and just heavy strings and brass? Just, no. Max tension is flares. That's max tension. I don't think you can get more tense than listening to one of his like horror trailers. Flares is max tension. So if anybody asks for max tension, call Flares. He'll get the job done. He knows what to do, or he'll tell you what you need to do to get it done. But yeah. Exactly. Flares is max tension. We answered that question pretty quick. All right. Yeah, dope stuff, True, man. Congrats on that getting signed too. And shout out to you, man, being in the hub since May of 2025. May. It's been just about a year. Happy Sync Producer Hub anniversary. All right, let's see. Eric P. Oh, there's a few people. See, that's why you skip around. You gotta be careful because you mess around and leave out half the people. Had a great creative day yesterday. Cooked this one up. Cooked this one up one other and started a third before I had to leave. Grinding. I'm thinking of adding 2 more edit points for this one. For now, this one is named Honest. Animal throats is a requirement for maximal tension. That was a nice edit point right there. I like this soft synth. It's all warm. This could be like some, I've seen a brief from Love and Hip Hop before where it was like emotional hip hop or something like mellow hip hop. Or it was just emotional hip hop. Mellow, I think, was just like a key word. It's got the nice pianos, kind of mellow, smooth. Yeah, Sting ending is there. It's how you just started, so I'm not gonna judge you too hard on the mix because I think that's probably like the only thing that just needs to be polished up. Sting ending there, structures there. Yeah, I rock with that. I would say kind of like emotional hip hop vibes is what I get from that. I like it. Random plug for Michael Connor Music Strings lesson on Jason Dowdy's channel. Single-handedly leveled up my strings. Meant to say this earlier. Yeah, y'all go back and check that out. It was a masterclass for sure. Yeah. Jason Dowdy Music. Subscribe. You will get gems from that channel. I guarantee it. And I can't even guarantee placements, but I can guarantee you will get gems from Jason Dowdy Music's channel. That's how much I guarantee it. So yeah, dope stuff. Let's go. Eric P with another one. Rich Rosen is still recovering from his injuries here, so I will miss tonight's festivities again. I promise I'll be back. Let's give Rich some well wishes. Can't talk. When he comes back, y'all know we about to travel into space, so be ready, cause I know he's gonna be cooking up some stuff once he's back at it. Yo, as this is my first live, shout out to Sahitya. Here's my track for submission. Shout out to the first submission from Sahitya. As I am doing hip hop music, I don't know whether this track is good for syncs or not. I would love to know if these kinds of tracks works or not. Let's check it out. Lost Stories. I'm loving his vibe already, I'll tell you that. Shout out to Flute. I love flutes. That's such a strong melody. Nice breakdown. Yo, some vocals on this. Allison's daughter's vocals would sound great on this. She's gonna start throwing her own stuff. Just volunteer her for collaborations. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think the only thing, just a solid intentional Sting ending. It may be a little headroom in the volume for the volume to come up a little bit. But aside from that, dude, this joint's dope. I like it. It's super chill. I mean, it's a vibe, dude. And yes, it can get synced for sure. Only if it has Allison's daughter's voice on it, though. No, this is great. Definitely positive vibes. Yep. Keep submitting. We want to hear it, man. We want to hear it. And welcome to the Hub. Shout out to all the new Hub members. Dwayne, I missed a lot. Happy Friday, Hub family. A little something from the vault. Not sure if this one had a spin on the Sync Hub preview, but nonetheless, here we go. In the spirit of first submissions. That was first one. All right, slightly easy.
I swim in emotions and waves of your pain. We have to make it day to day. Without him, without prayer, we never made it this far. Keep your head up, you're never alone. Forever, ever you are. Can I blame my mother? Can I blame my father? Looking back on the picture frame in the past. Say why bother? Couldn't say the love didn't exist back there. How can I blame someone else for my mistakes I made? Disappointment had a lock like the bond of the slave. At the themes of my life.
That bass line is reminding me of.
Games played. Well, how you disappoint the ones that's close.
Sade?
While the rest is expressing how much they hate thee. I pray to my creator lately. Witness the pain and emotion on top of your sincere devotion. Try to remember who we are in this thing called life. Hold up.
Catchy melodies, man.
For a moment. Give me the floor and I'ma shine. See, I done came too far in the game, now to press rewind. I know you're saying to yourself, that's so-and-so and such and such. I knew him back in the day on that crazy tip. But man, my faith is strong. And I'm still praying to the Lord God to right my wrongs. Give me the mercy in the
Spittin'.
audience song. In the heart of a line to keep going on. You watch me do great things and make many mistakes. So I'm begging for your mercy for the choices I made. It's 12 inches of war between my head and my heart. They say, tell me your pain, but where do I start? See, mama did the best and all we had was love. Taught me how to pray to
Yeah,
God
it does.
above. She said, never be envious of your neighbors, cause yours shall come
Yeah.
in time. Still we struggle. Try to make it day to day. Slightly easy. Looking for a better way. If I had a dime, pennies for every time I've been down, I can paint the town. Lord knows I owe something. So Father, what's the cost? Is there
Yeah, this has like a
but lost. If I was judged right now, the scales
this has like a classic vibe, classic 90s. It's kind of long. Let's see how it ends.
paint the town.
Yeah, I think if you had a brief that was calling for something that with these vibes, I think you nailed it. I kind of would want the vocal up a little bit, or maybe take some of the reverb off. But again, depends on the brief because it may be fine just as is. But it's definitely on the longer side. So they would have to. I want to see how it ends. And the fade out would have to go. Yeah, it's fading out. But yeah, I like it. Nice melodies. Like the rap, like the contrast between the singing and the rapping. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of briefs for something specific, especially lyrically. I don't think it was too specific. I know you mentioned like your mom, your dad. I think you can probably get away with something like that. It's still kind of ambiguous. But yeah, For sure. And the voice, man, it sounds like being some voiceover stuff. For sure. All right. Boom. Nate. There's Nate. Got inspired by Jason Dowdy's last YouTube video on minimal tension cues. Started this one last night and might need a little more time in the oven, so I thought I'd get some more ears on it. Boom. Let's go. Caution. Uh-oh. That's a dope album cover. Nice piano. I don't know if y'all can hear those lows, but they sound amazing. Yep. Yeah, that's ready. That's ready for documentary, movie, show. Yeah. That. Ooh. It was like some underwater, low-end Brahms stuff happening. That was crazy. Yeah. Sheesh. See what you all have created. See what you've triggered, Jason and Janelle. All this tension music, these tension cues keep popping up. Good work, Nate. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything, but I mean, you may want to ask Jason. It sounds great to me. Nate cheats the spread by coming in as an underdog. Oh man, might need a little more time in the oven. Turn the oven off, bro. It's done. Unplug the oven, disconnect the gas, throw the oven out. Throw it out into the river. This track is done, man. Sounds great. All right. Christopher Butler. Why haven't, I promise, I did not see, I must have been scrolling fast. I didn't see all these. All right, we got Christopher Butler. What up, fam? This is a track I sent in to Anthony Clint Jr. for the Cinematic Hip Hop album. I made some more adjustments to it after I turned it in. So, Anthony, if you and will decide to use my track, please use this version. Noted. Enjoy. Let's check it out. Love this horse. You know it'd be dope. Have those drums start out filtered like they are, and then have slowly bring the high end back in, so they're more. Oh, it sounds like it's happening. I love that drum pattern. Is that a choir? Sheesh. Yeah, I like the build up on that joint. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I think the drums, man, I would definitely love to feel those drums come out more in earlier. In the mix, but I like how they start out kind of filtered, kind of distorted. Yeah. And then maybe even some, let me see. Transitional elements in between the sections. Make it a little more dramatic. But yeah, dope stuff, Chris. Glad to hear your music again, for sure. And thanks for submitting that too. We're going to go through everything and see what we can use, man. Huey. Anthony, appreciate you doing these. Submitting Worldwide Wave for consideration. Main anthem. Let's check it out. That's the right track. Yeah, Worldwide Wave. Okay. What's the best way for us to play this right now? Let's go. My title app don't be working. Let's see. Yeah, I'm logged in. There we go. Brass is fire. Woo. Come on, man.
To Atlanta, watch how I pop grammar. Hey, don't play. This my city, man. Watch your manners. They call me Dro. I'm a West Side baby. Downtown Shorty, I was born there. Grady.
Let's go, young Dro.
It's us. Why y'all wait? And I got stripes like Adidas. You can't beat us. Get ate like food. Come and feed us. We be sitting at the top. Come and see us. Make sure you come back for the re-up. W, do it for the win. Come again. W, you know I'm a warrior within. W, made me wanna wild like crazy. I'm a trendsetter, set trends.
International.
Kingston, J.A. When I'm born, I'm a traveler. Fire blaze in a Babylon. Give thanks every day worldwide to the motherland. Take a trip, go in Netherlands. We don't pre none of them, go better than. Show love to my dogs on the regular. Peace to the roads and the part of traveling. Hey, yo, can you hear the music? Feeling alright. Everybody moving, moving all night. Now you know the music, sing it all night. You born worldwide one time and me take him to paradise. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Was it Huey? This was the World Cup one you were talking about, I think. Yeah. World Cup all day.
From the A to the motherland, just got another man. Yeah, brother man, take to the house right now. Whole team winning, take a look at this crowd. I'ma kick it like FIFA. Celebrate
1K
my
few.
goal, it's a buzzer beater. I done came a long way from the bleachers, and I got new clicks, no sneakers. Yeah, Africa, tell me where to go like a passenger. Sick of that hate, I done had enough. Look at this world, it's bad enough. Time to make a change for real. Might as well stay in my lane for real. See how that feel? I've been giving out love, they love it. Take your time in the game, don't rush it. Come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Huey, like, yeah, start pitching that joint today. Yeah, y'all were spot on with this. World Cup in Atlanta. Golly, y'all nailed it. Y'all nailed it. Yeah. If y'all have any more like this, I would say put like 5, 6, 7 tracks or something, like 5 tracks together and start pitching the publishers. Yeah, welcome to the hub, Huey. That joint is crazy. Go to the classroom. Go to Roll to 10 Placements. This is where you're going to learn how to kind of prepare it so you can pitch it. And then the directory, music licensing directory. You got that. And then there's also, did I put that video in here? There's also there's a prompt in here as well, ChatGPT or something, where you can look up companies as well. But yeah, like I would start pitching that immediately if you haven't already, because that joint is just too. I don't know who would not sign that, and like if they're working on stuff for whoever's working with the World Cup. Matter of fact, I got a placement on, it was something, but they were talking about the World Cup, but it's too early. Wait, no. Was that TuneSat or was it I forget. I don't know if it was a cue sheet or if it was a TuneSat. But because I couldn't see exactly what it was or like who produced it or whatever. But I may be able to see who the publisher was. I don't know. But yeah, that joint's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's get back to it. Shout out to Huey. Welcome to the hub. Keep submitting dope music. Let's mark that one. All right. Aaron. We got Aaron up next. Happy Friday. That means it's time for new music. So here's a track I was just finishing up moments ago. I'm in the process of trying to find, quote unquote, my sound, trademarked, and a lane to specialize in instead of trying to do a little bit of everything. I know the fundamental core of that sound is going to be jazz, so I'm working on focusing that part of the sound as I continue experimenting. So anyway, here's the track, a slower ballad type instrumental featuring a horn section backed by strings. I'm sorry. Is this a real sax? Or horns? I don't know. Great job arranging them. Dang it. I was doing so good. I thought I was going to make it through the whole stream without mute. All right. Okay. I understand. I'm muted. Everybody chimed in on that one. Y'all was just waiting. Golly. So I think I love the arrangement on here. I think I would turn the brass and strings down or turn the drums up. And I think it needs some low end, like a bass or something, to fill it up. And yeah, I like the arrangement. It's it has a vibe, especially like just the brass section in there, and then maybe. Yeah, I don't know, man. The brass and strings are kind of filling it up. I don't know if I would add a whole bunch to it outside of just, maybe some like cymbal swells just to kind of transition and things like that. But yeah. Did anyone let me know that I was muted? It would have been nice to have a heads up from at least like half of you. All right. Good stuff, Aaron. Keep it up. Are you like trained, like jazz trained or something like that? Because the way the things were arranged and the way you were making up the chords with the different things sound like intentional. It sound like you had experience doing that. Oh yeah, I could hear that. Yep. Education in jazz. Got you. Yeah. Yeah, that could work for a mafia style movie. They just take the drums out. That could definitely work. I didn't think about that. All right, let's scroll back up to the top. We're getting close here. We're getting close to MVP zone. MVP, pre-MVP, and then MVP. I think we're there. Allison and her daughter. Goodness. It's just unbelievable. Just crazy. All right, y'all. Let's scroll to the bottom. Make sure we don't leave anybody out. All right, Michael's up next. That means it's time to get this poll popping. Let's get the poll popping. It's been a full night of great music. Start dropping some names in the chat. Yes, exactly. Allison wins. Allison, her daughter, and her friends. Travis, demo music. I'm not mad at this idea. They came strong. First submissions, that Huey, the one Huey submitted was just crazy. And timely. What was I doing? Oh. Getting the poll started. That, yeah. How man, go back and watch that. Listen to that. Listen to the story before listening to it, and then listen to it. And then you'll get the full context. It's so fun to hear about that. Okay. So we got the Allisons. We got Huey up there. We got KJ's was tough too. Let's get Sahitya. KJ. All right, y'all. Drop some strings in the chat. We are about to play Michael Connor's music. We're going to the pre-MVP section so that we can get to the MVP section, because you can't get to the MVP section until you go pre-MVP. So we go like that, and then we end up where we need to be. And Michael's going to get us there. So drop some strings in the chat. Let's get it popping. Let's go. Nancy's the first one to drop strings. All right, so he says, happy Friday, everyone. Was on a listening session with the Music Soup, and the subject of holiday jazz came up, so I'm dusting off one of my faves, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, a.k.a. Tidings of Comfort and Joy. Definitely a classic, with aims to land some Christmas placements later this year. I think it's almost there. Just a few mixed tweaks. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get ready for tritones, ditones, maybe combination of both. Not bad. I'm slightly muted. That's all. Oh my gosh! I'm messing the whole thing up. Hold on. Here we go. It's that mouse. Love that guitar. Here it go. Strings. Love the swing on this. I know. Please tell me this is not a VST guitar, because I'm not going to believe it. Could be. Yeah. Michael is the band. How many of the instruments did you play? Fess up. It was all of them, wasn't it? Two of them. He used two different guitars, blues and songwriter acoustic. Yeah, that sounded great. That came out great. And that fancy restaurant. Please take us to the restaurant. Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, shout out to Christmas music. Shout out to Tritones too. All right. Man, let's see. Let's go Janelle. Let's go Janelle. What's Janelle's the target? Drop the target emoji in the chat if y'all ready for Janelle. And then I believe we have Miguel after Janelle. And then we're going to close it out with flares. This list was insane today. It took me like 2.5 minutes just to scroll up there. All right, here we go. Janelle, happy Friday. I'm sharing what I believe to be my first submission to the hub. Oh, we get to hear the first. Let's go. Aqua. Oh my gosh. Drums are knocking. What does Michael do when they come and they ask him to bring his band to play? And he's like, he just shows up with himself. It's just him. And his MIDI keyboard. I love how these drums are knocking. They're in your face. Yep. Still knocking to this day. I like the color too. It's a fire color. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Good stuff, Janelle. She can produce anything. All right, palm tree time. Drop the palm trees. We got Miguel. Where's Miguel? I know he's in here. There he is. He says, I bring 5 cardboard cutouts, bass, drums, guitars, and strings, and I play keys. There's one human and the rest is cardboard. That's hilarious. Just like, you just imagine setting them up. Like just watching him set up his cardboard clones. Oh man. That's hilarious. And then just hit play and just crush it. And they're like, oh wow, they actually do play. Says I'm gonna go. All right, we got Miguel says I'm gonna go with a track I made a while back with Philip Scott Bailey, working towards getting this album signed. I stepped away from Latin music on this one. Let's go. Fearless Spanish remix. About to be crazy.
Yeah, I'ma give it my best. Even when I go against the best alive. Might be the toughest one yet, but I ain't going out without a the size of the dog in the fight. They say it's the size of the fight.
We've been up for a minute.
My opponent, I don't care if he a giant. Bigger they are, then the harder they fall. Heart of a lion, I don't fear none of y'all. Train to go to battle, yeah, I'm ready, we can brawl. I'ma bring the fire to whoever like a boss. Rather sink or swim, but you swimming with a shark.
Like you can pay all of them.
Bring the heat on them. Throwing punches till I hit a bell.
I'll collect
on
it.
them. No mercy on them. Bob and weave on them. Then I knock them out, put a 2-piece on them.
This is dope.
Yeah, I'ma give it my
I do
best,
remember this.
Even when I go against the best of life. Might be the toughest one yet. But I
Drum sound amazing too. The perfect kit for this.
El mundo se me puede ir en contra, pero llego. No tengo tiempo para perder, quiero ganar el juego. Siempre estamos listos, yo solo me exijo. Yo no me rindo, le llego más agresivo. Si el camino es duro, trabajo con más ganas. Si está difícil, le damos la batalla.
EP. I love the sonics of that. Like, guitars were perfect. The drums, all the way down to the snare, was perfect for this track. High energy vocals from Phil and Miguel. Great work on this one. Nice mix. Great energy. The guitars were doing their thing too. Yeah. Miguel steps away from lap music and then crushes that too, as we can see. Love it. All right. Flares, drop that fire in the chat. How's that poll looking? How's that poll looking? Oh, well, then Allison, her daughter, and her friends looks like they're gonna win that one. All right. There's that fire. Here we go. Forgot I made this for a brief and never finished it. The impacts in the last part are too loud. LOL. All right. Let's see. Oh boy. Look at that. You see the escalation happening. It's over with. Not finished. Okay. Exactly. Just in time. What has happened? This actually sounds kind of hopeful. I feel okay. I feel like I might survive. See, I don't know. Okay, they're a little loud. I'll give you that. I'm gonna turn it down a little. It still feels hopeful though. I think we're gonna make it alive. We're gonna make it out alive, guys. Man, there you go. He says, yes, someone's not gonna make it. It's like I thought I was about to take a turn. As soon as that thing said "doo," I was like, oh, somebody's about to die now. It was false hope. But yeah, no, this was Keith says more like already passed on. The end scene from Gladiator where he meets his family in the afterlife. This is like post-death. Oh man, from one of the previous trailers already took the person out. This is just after the fact. Yes, I can't start running yet because I think I'll make it. Yeah, no, this was beautiful though. Strings, piano. Yeah, we made it. We made it out alive. Like I wasn't like here. It was like, man, you never know with flares, man. You never know. Dope stuff. I love to see it, man. All right, let's go ahead, finalize this poll. Alice and her daughter and her friends that came over and just knocked out a banger of a track. Wins tonight. It's yeah. And then yeah, LW and Michael are still kind of going back and forth over this MVP thing. Hilarious stuff. Great stream. Shout out to everybody who submitted music tonight. Make sure you guys grab some snacks so you can have snacks for the next stream. Shout out to Zolly Candy for sending over the candy. There's a link in the description if you guys want some of this. It's some cool stuff, man. I'm gonna try some of these other ones. That taffy's dangerous. That taffy. I had to throw this over on another desk so I would stop reaching in the bag. But this is really good. It's a sour one. I'm gonna get some other stuff and try that. Masa chips. We're gonna try maybe next week we'll give lime another shot. Moment of truth. Has it improved? We don't know, but we'll find out on the next Sync Producer Live. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. If you don't know how to get your music placed to TV and film, click the link in the description. It's pinned in the chat. Join Sync Producer Hub. We'll teach you how to produce, prepare, and pitch, place, and ready music for TV. That's it, man. Y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.